Okay, so today we're going to be installing T2 on my thing. So the I can go away. Okay, so something I found out. First of all, the fan is really loud on this. I don't know how to change that. But second of all, the capture card can't do like VGA text mode for some reason. I have no clue. So if anything uses VGA text mode, such as the Grub bootloader that comes on T2, then I have to swap over to to another monitor. So I do have IDE DVD drive that could plug into this, but I have like the IDE stuff set wrong, so it takes forever to boot up. No, I don't want that. I just made chat. See, chat is like a window on my screen, and I like it that way. But it can be annoying sometimes because it is a window. There, I now have to make chat a little big. Okay, so I could boot off the Plop Live CD, which I do have Burn, but I just don't feel like hooking up because I set up like the IDE configuration wrong. It takes ages to boot Linux because it thinks, oh, since it's this is the master and this is the slave, then this must be like this, but like it like gets it wrong, so it has to like manually set the master and the slave drives. So I just put something I found out is that there's a you can boot plot from grub, which is something I did not know. So this, like if I go in this does not say Linux, it actually says Linux 16. And if you just put the plop.bin there, it'll just load, which is really cool. So Control X, and it should boot into plot. There we go. And so this is a place where it goes into VGA text mode. So go into USB, find it, and then trust me, it's in Grub right now. It's just that it doesn't have support for VGA text mode, only VGA graphics mode. So I have to go and hook up the other monitor. So I'll do that. And something else that's very annoying is that by default, the Linux kernel also boots up in VGA text mode, which means I can't see anything, which is not the best thing. Yeah, it should be fine. After I boot off, it boots straight into the install via kexec, and then I can just boot edit grub.config. I should stop yapping. Okay. Oh, I just pulled off my headset on accident. Here, let me clip this shirt on. Is it not plugged in on? It's not. There. Oh yeah, it likes to do that. This monitor I've plugged up is like mad buggy. So also the fan I put on this motherboard, it's really loud, but it also I'm thinking. It so there are 3 pins on socket 370 motherboards. It's just so there's 12 volt and there's 12 volt ground and PWM. PWM controls how fast the fan goes, but it always goes max speed. Like on the spec sheet, it says between like 3,000 RPM to 5,000 RPM, and it's always stuck at 5,000 RPM, which results it into being insanely loud. No, not 789, 792. And there. Okay. Then unplug that. Oh no, don't fall. Okay, I almost fell off my desk. No. Fell off my desk isn't the right word. Like, I'm thinking. Was like hanging off my desk. It takes a while to boot. Like, this is like booting off USB 1.1 or maybe even 1.0. So we're gonna be here for a while. Like it took 10 seconds. There. Took 10 seconds just to load the kernel. So now we are here in T2. Now I have to wait for the USB device to show up. There, showed up. You can see by the kernel messages. So there. Says I don't know the difference between stage 2 and stage 2 extended. Like, I'm not sure. So it's extracting. So I'm just gonna do a minimal install with just X11, like base install with just X11. You can install with like WLAN and XFCE, but I don't want XFCE. I want CDE, the common desktop environment, because this is like a server or like workstation computer or motherboard because it has two CPU sockets, and there. So pretty usual, just press install. This is just the keyboard map for the installer. You can skip this, it should be fine. Unless you have some weird, like, any keyboard other than QWERTY. like you have to choose. So I do have extended 3 partition, so I could probably mount this. So I can SDA 1 to MNT, LSMNT, and there's the system of my Debian 6 squeeze. So I can at MNT etc. I had to make this file. See, Debian 6 squeeze. So I need to unmount it. I did. So a really cool here. I'll tell you after I'm done. So you go there, and then you want to click classic partitions. If you want to encrypt your data, that's good. If you want LVM, that's good. If you want both, that's good. Or you could edit it yourself. But I just like to go with classic partitions. Okay, so there's a bunch of different file systems. If you want less CPU usage, then go with JFS. ButterFS is usually the best file system so far if you want like a modern system, but extended 4 is like usually the default by most systems. XFS is used by like IBM. Like it's really good if you have FreeBSD or like a NAS, because you can set up like XFS RAID with like a cache. So like if you download something from your RAID, it will download like insanely quickly. And there's FAT. Why? I have no clue, and I don't want to know why. So I'm gonna go with ButterFS. There we go. And there we go. I made 2 partitions. I made swap and ButterFS. And now we just install. And then it'll do it automatically. So something to note is that this is i486, which means you could run it on a 486. I have tried to do that in 86 box, but I guess 86 box doesn't emulate the 486 properly, or like I have no clue, but like it keeps on crashing once it tries to load the Linux kernel. It only works on a few CPUs though. Like I know for sure it works on Pentium. I've made multiple videos on that, but on 486 only works on some 486s and only like some motherboards. But I do definitely want to try doing that in a video, T2 on 486. So you want to do gas GUI. It's not like X11 GUI, it's like N-Curses GUI. Gas Stone, never tried it. So, and it reads the package. Okay. See, the full install, that probably take a while to finish. But I'm going to do a minimalistic system with Xorg. And should be good. And off to the races. So I said I did have a Debian 6 squeeze install on the hard drive, but I wanted to archive it because I was thinking about installing another operating system on it, such as T2, or maybe like one of the BSDs. So what? So something I figured out. So something I uh so something I want to do is, I already said that. So usually how I go about that is, I just plug the disk into my desktop and just do image with it with like either GNOME disks or DD. Now that's good if you want to do whole partitions, but I had a little problem. This is IDE, and I don't have any IDE to USB adapters. So I'm kind of like, well, what the heck? So what I do is that I boot off like a live install medium. I tried like Antics 32-bit. It worked, but like I kept on getting errors, like IO errors, and so and I kept on hanging. Uh what I was doing, it was I booted off of actually no, I lied. So it was like I booted off a T2 live install medium. No, it wasn't live. It was just that like I installed T2 to a USB stick and I booted off that. So I booted off the USB stick and I I figured out that the USB stick was 32 gigabytes, but the disk is 40 gigabytes, meaning I couldn't take a full disk image without compression. Now, luckily, I know how to do compression with DD. So some cool is that you can do DD input file this disk, and then you pipe it through XZ, and then once it's done, it spits out a disk file, like a sector file, but it's img.exe. Now, why exe? Because it's the best. I like exe because it compresses things really small. Like I remember I had a 250 gigabyte disk image, shrunk it down to like 25. Exe is the goat. But this is a Pentium III with 1 gigabyte of RAM. It was not good. Like, so in one terminal I had the XZ command running, and in another terminal uh, I had top running, and to monitor RAM. I kept on looking at the RAM, and it was always like 10 megabytes of memory free. Because if it got to 100, like if it got to 0 megabytes free, then the kernel will lock up and I have to do a hard shut off, which is not good because that can cause corruption. So I was a little bit in a pickle. And then the most brilliant idea came to me. What if I just tar it up? And so that's what I did. I figured out that I didn't actually need to boot off the live USB anymore, and it would actually be better to just boot on the hard drive and then just put it into single user mode and then just tar it in single user mode. And well, don't you know, it worked. I'm a little stressed because due to I did get a little scared when it said it was gonna leak because of what happened to my server. Very unfortunate. But luckily, let me check. Archive.org. my uploads. I installed Debian 6. I put the tars on archive.org so I wouldn't lose them. And also, yeah. So you can go install my install of Debian 6 if you really want to. Here, I'll even put it in chat. Okay. So this is going to install. It's gonna take a while. So I'm just gonna be here, like, yeah. Just gonna be listening to music. Never mind, I'm not actually gonna listen to music. I was gonna listen to Harpua, but I don't feel like it. Har Harpua is a funny song. It's it's well, it's not really a song, but it kind of is. It's so like the first bit, like the first like little bit, like little like first few minutes is a song, but then like the rest of the 10 minutes of the song is not a song. It's just Trey and Anastasio telling a story. And the story is different every time that they play it, but like slightly different every time that they play it. But usually the story revolves around a bulldog named Harpua and um a kid named Jimmy and his pet cat who he loves very much because it gives him green like experience like mist things that like make him feel good because happy. So he loves his cat very much. He calls it something outrageous, but I don't really remember what. But the version I really like is the version on Chicago '94 because the story is that Chicago '94 was around Thanksgiving So the story that they tell is when the people on the Mayflower came to America, they they all like loved each other. They all respected each other and they all liked each other. But not but they couldn't like all of each other, so they had to have one person that they didn't like, and they brought all of their hate and anger on that one person. And so eventually that one person like gives up on the town and goes and lives in the mountain like the Grinch. And so he, so I guess that cycle continues. He didn't really say that, but like we'll figure out later on. So so after the guy goes up to a mountain, he always comes out every day and looks down at the town with like a bunch of hate. So but like one day, the hate builds up so much that he looks at the town. Um, I am installing T2 on a Pentium III computer I have right here that is really loud because the fan is always on max blast. I have no idea why. So anyways, back to it, and I'm also talking about a song. So the guy comes out and he's really mad, like so mad one day. And he screams, like he yells so loud and with so much hate that like a red beam comes out of his mouth and it knocks down like it's like a tornado basically, like that one video of the nuke test drop. But something strange is that Trey says that it like blows cars away. Well, they didn't have cars in the Mayflower times, so what I'm guessing, what like what the lore is that he is that there's like a cycle where like everyone loves each other except for one person, and it's just they always go up in the mountain. So event so the red beam of hate comes down to the city and it eventually finds its way into this little boy's house, and as it's getting there, he is petting his cat and it's giving him like green beams that like of green beams of love, and like it's healing him, and he likes it so much, so he pets it a lot, and he names his cat. What do you name his cat? Hold on. Oh, Poster Nutbag. That's what he named his cat. Amazing name. So and then like as he's petting his cat, the red beam of hate comes and thank you. It is a direct VGA rip from the from real Pentium III next to me. So anyways, the red beam of hate hits his door and like knocks the door off his hinges and like hits Jimmy, and he like drops the cat, and like as all this is going on, the red beam of hate opens up like a giant like chasm in the ground, and the cat jumps in the chasm, and Jimmy doesn't know yet. So his dad walks in to see what happened. And he's like, "Jimmy, what? Dad, what is it? Your cat, Poster. He's dead." Like, what? And so he's like, oh, okay. can I have a dog? And he's like, there's that, and I think what happens next is um Jimmy is now the owner of Harpua. I the song is absolutely crazy. You need to look up the lyrics for it. Like, it is a crazy song. Anyways, it's LLVM. Only on L. Only on L. What letter of the alphabet is L? So, oh dang, we still got other parts to go. A lot to go. LLVM will probably take the longest. What to talk about? What to talk about? I have no clue what to talk about. I have no idea what to talk about. I have no idea what to talk about. Oh, so me and my one of my friends, went to go see the Who's Your Hear Me Out? What does that mean? I mean, like, I know, like, what it means, but not, like, the specific definition of what it means. Like, I watched the Angry Asian video on that, and, like, there's a video he showed where it's like, it showed, there's like these two girls, it was like, hear me out, the concept of time. It's like, how do you find the concept of time attractive? What do you mean? Oh, okay, I finally got past LVM. Mesa, I don't know if Mesa. Yeah, I don't think this graphics card. This graphics card is some like it's like a ATI Rage or something. But like it turbo sucks. Like it's worse than the Intel i9-15. It has 3D acceleration on Windows, that is. And it only supports up to DirectX 6, which you can't even play Half-Life 2 on that. But you can't play like Half-Life 1 or Unreal Tournament, which I cannot play because one of the textures in one of the textures in Unreal Tournament is just a naked girl. What else? MKSH, that's basic shell, and N curses, that's a thing. Oh wait, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about Mario Galaxy movie. So yeah, me and my friend went to go watch the Mario Galaxy movie, and while we were watching the movie, um, we noticed there's a scene where like Bowser Jr. powers up like a computer to try to defeat Mario and Peach from getting into like the fort or whatever. And while his computer is booting up, I saw it said Bowser OS. And I was like, it would be really funny to make a Linux ISO that all it does is that you boot it up and it boots straight into Mario. Like Mario 1. And I have some how I'm gonna do it. So Grub is probably gonna be a bootloader. I'm probably gonna have to set up was it? It was Plymouth. I probably have to set Plymouth to get like the Bowser OS like splash screen thing. For like the low level core utils, there don't need to be any because it's basically gonna be like a kiosk, basically. Like a live kiosk, basically. That's how most ATMs work, is that, or like cash registers. Like I can like a lot like the cash registers at like like Kroger, they all run Linux. How I can tell, because it's it's a black cursor with a white outline. So what those are is it's just an X server with and like nothing else. It's one program that's always full screen, and you can't switch terminals. Like, no brainer. So that's probably what it's gonna be like. But like the low level core system utils, I'm not gonna use GNU core utils. That's just too much. So I think I'm going to use BusyBox, maybe even Toybox. I don't know. I might go Android way, but it's just gonna be like very simple. I don't need anything like tar. Like, I do not need the tar command if all I'm doing is playing Mario. So, and the emulator isn't going to be that like the most impressive. I think it's going to be, oh, was it? It was Smallness. Smallness is a NES emulator in C. That's only like 1,000 lines something. And something cool about it is that how you start it up is that it's just Smallness and then the path to the ROM you want to play. So that's probably I'm gonna do it. I think I'm probably gonna make like a custom menu on like how, like which one to play. I'll probably have like Mario 1, 2, and 3 on there. Or I might even have like no, that's for SNES. I was thinking like the combination pack where it has Mario 1, 2, 3, Lost Worlds, and World on one cartridge. But that's for SNES. But I'm probably gonna have like menu. For the X server, I've split between TinyX and like X Vesa, what Tiny Core uses, and X Libre. Oh hey, there's TWM. So X Libre is like a newer X server. So the current X server on most Linux desktops is Xorg, which is like very bad. It has like no support at all. Actually, no, it has lots of support, but not really. So like, it's not updated. That's what I'm saying. It's not properly maintained. So this one guy who was working on Xorg got like insanely mad that like his updates were getting turned away by the staff of Xorg. So he was like, bleep it. I'm gonna do it myself. So he forked it and like added like a bunch of stuff. And he's still doing it today. Now the guy behind X Libre is pretty frowned on in the open source community because some of his politics. Oh hey, it's done and so on. But like, I don't like his. I don't really care about politics. Like the only politics I care about right now is the Linux age verification thing, and I don't think it's gonna work at all. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it will not work at all. So, passwords. And match. Password. America. I think I skipped it. There it is. Oh, but System D is adding. Everyone's up to it. It's okay. You're good. English locale for USA. These headphones. These are like Logitech H370. There's a video on my channel a while back of me unboxing them. Like, these hurt your ears after some time. But like, they're not the most expensive headphones, but they're not the most cheap. They're like $10 at Walmart, and they're used by offices. Yes, I do want to install Grub because that's how boot. Okay, so see, I need like a pointer. I need like some like what crap, I forgot his name. Jax Films. What Jax Films has. He has, so in his streams, he has like a arrow that you can just point on the screen with. But like, so you might be like saying, well, just use your cursor. Well, this is not like at my desktop right now. This is the OBS thing. So I can't like put my cursor over it. Like it won't show up. I probably need to do that, but there should be like GFX mode equals audio auto. I need to change that because it will default to VGA text mode, and this capture card does not like that. Installing. Yay. Build to find pin, binary, to video, build to execute. Oh, I've seen that before, it's fine. Just some errors that show up when you use Butterfast. You'll be fine. Yes. I do want DHCP. Oh yeah, this motherboard has 2 Ethernet ports. Because this is a server. No. Host name. This will be Coppermine. Like that. This will be the name for the system. For like from now on, it'll just be Coppermine. Okay, this should be good. SSH, I do not need SSHD. I'm not gonna SSH into this server, into this. Configure, stop it, continue, and then it runs commands like ld config. That's for linker stuff. This is from source distribution, which means that it gets all the file. So something like Debian is what it does, it phones home to a server and it pulls a package and it downloads it and unzips it and installs it. Now in that package is binaries, so it's already compiled code. That's good if you want it to be, well, quick to install. It's good for if users want to use it, because most people are very impatient. They want a package, they want to install it. Well, they can get it pretty quickly if you have a binary distro. But something about it is that it's bad for performance and it's bad for portability. So T2 and other things like Gen 2 is what we call from source, which means that it doesn't phone home to download binaries. There are no binaries at all. This is only binaries. So it phones to a bunch of different servers. So it'll go GNU to get GCC. It'll go to kernel.org to get the latest Linux kernel. It'll phone home to, I don't know, IceWM to get it. And what it downloads are not binaries. It's code. So it downloads the codes and it compiles it. So that's good for not only portability, but also for other things such as like performance, because you can optimize your like system for like your specific CPU. That's not good. It's a segmentation fault. I'm not gonna worry about that. If you don't know, segmentation fault means that the program crashed, and I don't know what that program is. So now we're booted. Now I'm gonna go in a root account, which is basically like the admin, and I need to edit boot grub.config. So this is the file that grub reads to check. This is like the information file. It knows where everything is. So I need set GFX mode. Change that from auto to 1024 by 768. And there is like a sc grub.d. This is not what I was thinking of. Okay. Anyways. Now, is SC defaults? Or is that just a Debian thing? Yeah, I think it's just a Debian thing. Okay. So now we have a system. So do I have W yet? I do not. I now have kernel. That's how T2 get down this stuff. Hello? Why? Why segmentation fault? GCC works. Seems to work. Clang. Maybe works? Oh yeah, it does. Okay. I do not why things are segmentation faulting. What I'm probably going to do is like, since it's from source, I can, well, user source cd t2. This is the build system. So I t2 up or not. Why? I have debug. Never mind. This is amazing. Package management. Medium gonna. No, this is it's dev SDV1. There we go. So it was. I remember this. I have to change it from CD-ROM to like USB. Or not. Okay, this is going even better. Oh, I remember what I had to do this. I had to mount it first, not with this. So if I go to this, It now works. Okay, so it was, what was it complaining about? libjson. Where is libjson? Development. Development. Where is libjson? Where is libjson? Where is libjson? Wait, why not SQLite install? JSON. Um, oh wow. Okay. Why isn't it installing all that? That should fix. Yeah, GDB. Okay. Um. Oh, okay. So it was grep T2. No, it's grep. How do you use grep? Patterns. Okay. So it's grep SVN and T2. Okay, that's what it does. Oh no, yeah, it's a SVN cleanup. So it's that's very helpful. Okay. Up. Git pull lsx $args. Where is $args? Where is args? Where does args get set? Args does not get set. What is it command? No. What is what does it mean? What is args? So what's doing is else exec svn up args. What are the args? So I can change them. What's an SVM? Okay. I need to do a manual, so I have to look up the SVN. Do I have Git? I do not. What is the T2 SVN server? svn.exactcode.de. I'm gonna do this in a different directory. It is svn co for checkout. svn.exactcode.de from Dutch, so it won't be fastest. T2 trunk. Maybe T2 trunk. I think that's how you do it. Not appear to be URL. Amazing. HTTP. Now it works. Okay, so now you're seeing the T2 package tree downloading. So how T2 works is T2 is a Linux distribution. No, T2 is actually a build system. Um, it's just a system that compiles stuff. So it's just a package manager. But it just so happens that T2 can also make a Linux distribution. So the main maintainer, Rene Rebe, he doesn't actually really maintain a Linux distribution. He just maintains a package manager. But like that's not to discredit anything he does. Rene Rebe is an amazing person. Like he is so cool. Like he is such a good programmer. But like T2, like nobody uses it. When it can, like, there's a video on my channel of like me browsing the web with Firefox, like latest version of Firefox, on a Pentium, like a Pentium 1, 200 megahertz. Now, granted, it wasn't the best because it's Firefox, of course. Firefox even slow, like modern Firefox is even slow on a 1.8 gigahertz Pentium M, for example. So Firefox is just slow, period. A better web browser would actually be let me think. What's the name of it? Pale Moon. Pale Moon is tangentially based off of what OS are you using? Linux. So Pale Moon is tangentially related off of Firefox. It uses some Firefox, so like it forked off of Firefox back when they removed like the old style plugins. So what Pale Moon is that they like the old plugins more, so they just maintained that old version of Firefox, and they like kept on updating it so you can use it as like a web browser. So it's kind of like Firefox, but not really. So without GUI, not yet. I am downloading the package manager. There will be GUI. I'll almost set up X11, and I'll try to get CDE, the Common Desktop Environment. That's like, I wish I could daily drive the Common Desktop Environment, but I can't because it doesn't have dual monitor support. But I have run it on like the Pentium 4 or M laptop. Dell G610 runs amazing with it. Looks amazing with it too. But this is going to take a while to download because it's downloading from all the way in Germany. Oh, I saw BSD games go by. Okay. I'll probably. There is wine. I can get wine on this. So I'm. Can I do that? Can you install Internet Explorer with wine? I look that up. Install Internet Explorer with the wine. You can. Internet Explorer 8. Huh. How to install Internet Explorer? So Internet Explorer. So like after that came Edge. You can install Microsoft Edge on Linux. Like if you go to my posts, there's a picture of me with Microsoft Edge on my CachyOS desktop. But like Stuck's booty crack because it says it's like, oh, you need it's AI. It's the AI browser that helps you browse and it's enhanced and security. But like I unironically use Microsoft Edge on my phone because it's so best. You're installing GNOME? No, this is the package manager. So that's all. So this package manager split up into a bunch of different stuff. Money, can I give you money? I do not have any money. I don't have any money. I have like $10. But so like see, there's like mate stuff is going by. Mate, so it's split up into different things like multimedia. This is all the packages for the multimedia. So this is like media players. This is like OBS just went by. Network. So there's Apache for the server, DHCP, fget. I saw ifconfig, like just a bunch of stuff. And so how T2 works, like the package manager, is that it's just a shell script. Like it's just a bash, like it's just all bash scripts. So when you install, it'll go into the package, it'll find the package, and then it will get the data from that package, and then it'll get all the stuff, it'll download it, and then it'll compile it. Now, like most, like now, T2 supports almost everything that the Linux kernel supports. And that includes such things like Intel 486 from 1989, or the Motorola 68000, so you can install it on a Mac SE 30. It also supports AVR, I think. And it also doesn't just support Linux. It also supports BSD. It also supports Mac OS. It also supports, I think I saw Minix, or like that was one of the things that they were trying to add. I really want to see Fewix one day. So I really like Fewix. Fewix is open source kernel and is Linux 2.x like ABI compliant, so it can run same stuff Linux 2x can run. But there are some things, it does not use glibc, it uses newlib, which I don't even know, like, why newlib? So it's, but like, so Linux is what we call a monolithic kernel, meaning that the entire kernel is one file. With some exceptions, there are modules which you can load on the fly. But what Fewix is that it's a microkernel, meaning that the kernel itself is like a little tiny file. And once it boots, it loads all the stuff it needs to load. Now, that's good if you it's good for speed and reliability, but it's not really good at anything else. Like that's why, so Linux was made because Minix was not open source. Linus Torvalds loved Minix, but he hated that it was an open source. So it was no. Anyway, so Minix, it was semi-open source. I forgot the actual term, but like you could see the source code, but you couldn't modify it. So, and like if you modified the source code, Andrew Tatenbaum would sue the heck out of you. Are you freaking kidding me? Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna SVN from my desktop to it, and while is it mounted? It is. Okay. Okay, what does this have on it? It is a. Oh, this is the install T2 that I made to try and archive disk that didn't work. I can roll over it. So I need to open up disks. And yeah, that's good. Okay, restore. No, not restore. I need to roll over all the partitions. Okay, stop partition, format disk. Yeah, MBR MS-DOS. Okay, and then hello. I just formatted and the partitions just came back. I think I'm gonna restart GNOME disks. GNOME disks is like falling apart. There we go. Okay, it should be thoroughly corrupted now, and so I can just make a new partition. What do you mean? Yes, delete. There. Delete. Okay. Format. Extended 4. Okay, while this does its thing, let me figure X11. iCroak is not able to. Oh yeah, because I don't have my mouse plugged in. That's probably why. Oh wait, I have internet. I can just FTP if I. What? Oh, I know. I can just curl. What? Oh, I can just debug. No. Okay. Libatomic. Okay. That gives me an idea of what I need to get. Need libatomic. Okay. Package management. STB1. MNT. Run gas GUI. So I need libatomic. Okay, so now I can open tab. Run media VM Unix, really long string. Then I can SVN. I do not have Subversion installed. Oh wait, no, I can just clone GitHub repository. Okay, let me close down GNOME disk. Okay, and okay. So it's libatomic. 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 I don't know why it says open JTK. There. Now I should be able to use curl. Nope. What now? What do you mean? Libatomic.so.1. What do you mean? It's freaking right there! It's freaking right there! What do you mean you can't find it? What do you mean you can't find it? It's right there! Oh, I think I have to run like LD config. Oh, okay, so, that's done. Okay. Now, can I run curl? What do you mean? Oh. Yes. What do you mean you can't find libatomic? It's right there. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let me... Okay. It's freaking right there! Yeah, I can even run funnel on it. To libatomic.so.1.2.0. And mount. And then go ahead, plug in this. I do not want to take, but I have to wrap up the stream soon. It's getting a little late. Actually, no, it's not. I don't know what I'm talking about. Hello? Will the partition load? Hello? I like the colors. Uh-oh, yeah, segmentation fault. I need a... Yeah, Sandisk Cruiser Glide. But doesn't exist. What the heck? What the heck? Why? No, that's Sage. Or not. I do have SCP. What is... It's freaking looking for a libatomic. Oh my god. I'm gonna reboot. Really? Oh my gosh, it said that it would load. What's up, too quiet? Okay, good. Song? It was, it was, it was David Bowie by Fish live on Chicago 94. I'll send it in chat. It's kind of like the beginning, but not really. Chicago 94. David Bowie. Noise is probably the CPU fan that's on full blast. I have to plug in the monitor again. Oh my gosh. Okay, right it there. I really wish this so I don't really so the motherboard isn't like really plugged in. Like right now it's just in like a chassis. Like it's not much of a case, it's just a chassis. It's for like testing out setups and like Bitcoin mining, but it's just ATX, so I was able to just plug it in. Well, okay. Yep, it's in VJ text mode, that's what I thought. Okay. Found a chair. Okay, so then let's see the graph.tfg. Like, so my screen is like bugged. So I have to plug in another screen. I'm gonna take a picture of my phone. And it just fixed itself. That's CPU. Okay. Um, okay, so I'm actually gonna do add verbose and also bye. Have a good day or good night. VGA equals 792, and it will yell at me during boot, but I can't see. And reboot. Okay. Okay, it won't show anything, but in theory, it is loading the kernel and booting it. Yeah! Segmentation fault. There should be a GIF of that. Like the heart locket GIF. I want to make like that, but just with segmentation fault. Okay. This curl work. I swear. Yeah. Okay, make those work. This is really infuriating. Okay. My routes to go is... Well, what is wrong with this USB stick? I'm gonna plug in my host. My main desktop. What is wrong with it? Why is it not showing any partitions? Yeah, extended 4 is up. It is there. What the heck? Let me try smaller USB stick. I have a 4 gig one right here. Should probably show desktop what I'm doing. Okay. So here I am. Here's my desktop. So, I need disks, and this is something. Format. Yes. Yes, it is 4. Okay. Okay, then make new partition. Extended 4. And make the partition. And then makes a partition. And then it makes the partition. And then it makes the partition. There. Okay. So, that's not what I want to pull up. What's this? Tab. And then cd run media VM Unix that. Probably getting sue. Okay, I'm super user now. I'm going to git clone, not the link for. Why am I in caps lock? Okay, that should download. And if that doesn't work, also download source code for NCFTP. And gotta wait. And then you gotta wait. 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 Oh my gosh, what is it doing? Why is it taking so long? Hello? There we go. And then there you go. And then I need, there it is, and unmount, it's writing data. I gotta wait some more. You gotta wait, wait, wait. You know, doing this for like a few years. I've been doing this for like 2 years, I think, so far. So, what all this waiting does to you is that it makes your attention span very high. So like, by doing this, I can pay attention to things better. Like, I don't really touch YouTube Shorts. Like, I make some YouTube Shorts, but like, they're not like those YouTube Shorts. But, like, so, like Mr. Beast. Like, he is a good guy, he makes good videos. But it's like, there's so much going on at once. Like, so much, like, blur and pro and, like, zoom. Just so much. Like, I know I have ADHD, but, like, this is, like, a little too much for me. Is it done? Hello? 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 What's the thing? Why is it taking it so long? There we go. Okay. Okay, plug it in and OBS and hide. Okay. There we go. Not that mount. Sorry, loud warning. There it is. Okay. Probably shouldn't have done with dash V. You should not run rm-rf. Like, just don't. What's the CPU doing? I think it's just... Okay, dash delay. If I can get my screw. There's no equals key on this keyboard. It fell off, so I just have to use screw. Hmm? What? Okay, it's done. I said there's nothing in swap. Okay, okay, there's T2 source. And yeah, segmentation fault. Okay, so copy dash RV slash MNT T2 SDE star to dot. There we go. There, now it's installing. Much slower. CPU not doing too bad. I was like, what commands do I have? Butter fs is a command. What's init.d in there? What? Hold on. Oh, you can't do that. Okay. gonna be a lot in here. Yep. And just a bunch of development stuff. Hold on. There's a command chvt. I had to use that once. I think it was I was installing Debian 3 in VirtualBox, and I had to switch to another virtual terminal. So what I did is that I looked up how to switch terminals without doing Control Alt F2, because if I did that, then it would change the virtual terminal on the main computer, and it wouldn't work because it would go to text mode, and I have to go F7 to go back into graphical mode. So I looked it up, and you can just run chvt. So you do dash C3. Now I am on the third term. Okay. Yeah, that works. So that's something cool. Okay. My internet doesn't go out again. Last stream, I was in the middle of stream, and my internet just went out in the middle of it. Like, I was in the middle of a conversation with a guy, and it just went out. Say wallahi, bro. Wayland? Oh, Hyperland on this, but I use 1.8. I really wish I'd be top. Because I don't. There's not much to do. Just chill. I wish I had music. I don't have music. I did have music in my last stream. Could pull it up again, but I don't feel like it. What's that X? That's almost done. I could probably get basted on here, a text editor. I just want to see if I could get Rogue on here. What the heck is Zope? Do not overwrite. That's my Dreamcast. Oh, I wonder if I could do Dreamcast. Okay. There. I don't know if this will work. I hope it works. What do you mean? Do you mean? What do you mean? Okay. I have to be quiet it is. I'll go ahead and plug in mouse. So I can actually get graphics. It'll be slower, but it'll look better. There we go. What do you mean? What do you mean? Um, face, huh? No screens found. What do you mean? It worked fine. Monitor. Driver? No. Probably not. No. For now, do VESA. I thought I just said the F word. What do you mean no screens found? What do you mean no screens found? View. That's what it should look like. Okay. I need to take a screenshot of that. Okay. So it's under screen. Or, okay, section screen. So I'm just gonna comment all this out. I don't know right now. Section screen identifier. Monitor. Default depth. 24. Modes. 102.4/768. And that should work. What do you mean no screens found? Oh wait, I have to edit it. So this is monitor is monitor 0. So everything is 0. Frame buffer or DRI drive. Ah. Add screen/screen and it failed for driver 0. Systemd login D. What? Okay, bdev. Wait, what? Unable to find a valid frame buffer device. Unload because no matching config. Is there? There is FB0. Okay. No screens found. Oh no. Of course. Oh, okay. Do we know a screen? Wait, what? Dev FB0 is not. Huh? What's what does this do? I don't want to do AMD GPU. Freaking, I want X configurator. XF886 config is better than this. What? Thanks. What do you mean it's not valid? Oh my gosh. I can just wait. VGA. Okay, I can just do plain VGA. That's nice. For frame buffer device, you might want to add FB-X. Option use FBDev. Okay. What is? FBD. Oh yeah, I need to remember that. Add screen/screen init failed for driver 0. Okay. FBIO put V-screen info succeeded but modified mode. Mode initialized. Server script. Okay. There is ATI. Oh, I know, Mach 64. Mach 64. Mach 64. Mach 64. People were saying to use this. Oh, oh. Cannot display this video mode. What the heck mode is this? Because my monitors complain about it. Okay. What resolution is this? Because my monitor cannot display it. Ten 24 by 768. Oh, I don't think it's at 6. Yeah, it's at 85 hertz. That's why it's not working. It's at 85 hertz. How do I specify hertz? How do I specify hertz? Let me look that up. How to specify how to specify refresh and export. Option preferred mode. So, underscore? That's what .ai is telling me. Cannot display this video mode. Um, so I cannot see any of this. Resize. Okay. Because I have to look on my tiny little OBS window. Okay. Oh. 1400 by 1050, what the heck? Why 1400 by 1050? Yeah. Okay. Still nothing. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. Okay. Two more research. Option preferred mode. Okay. In monitor. I think no monitor. So in monitor it has to be option preferred mode. Okay. '24 by 68 at 60. Can I display this video mode? What the heck? Yeah, it is 10.60, but at 85 hertz. Which my monitor cannot display, it's only 60 hertz. It's like really hard to see this. There. How do I set? It's okay. Output. Okay. That's just output. Okay. Oh, that's exactly. Um, expander. That's just output. Output. Default. Default. That's just mode. No, no. I think it's just. That's just rate. Yep, still nothing. Okay. 60.00? Nope. Dash dash. Mode. Triple dash. A triple T. Oh, yeah, because... Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, this looks nice. Yes, let's go. Okay. Okay, so then I need to add that to both mine and to the Exponent RC. It's exec. So it's xrandr. I can just. Oh, TW. It's like really fast. I'm also gonna do that. Okay, can I run this as normal user? What happened? I can run the X server. Okay, I can run the X server, but yes. Hmm. What's going on? Huh. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Hooray. Okay. What? I should have. Okay, GLX. I'm gonna do GLX info. It is hardware accelerated. Then if you go down, yeah, LVM pipe. So is it accelerated or is it not? Oh no. Oh. Wow. What? That looks amazing. I know that XEGL gears won't work, yeah. EGL doesn't work. It's fine. Oh, okay. Oh, I gotta have X on this. What? I don't got much of anything. Okay. Why no color? And X term. There we go. Neofetch not selected. Yeah, it's right there. What do you mean? It's right there. It's spelled correctly. It's stuck. Screwdriver got stuck. Not an executable point. What do you mean? Yes, SH. Yep. Okay, so if it's just a symbolic link, I'm just gonna copy it. What do you mean segmentation fault? Okay. Okay, we got NC FTP. So why does it work on my ThinkPad, but not? This is very confusing. Yeah, I'll move mouse right there. Let's compile any search. Okay, I'm back. I am back. Oh, oh. Okay. Mouse pad. Okay, so what is that error? So we have the beautiful thing of multitasking. So what is SSH? Yes, GDB SSH. libatomic.so.1. What is that? libatomic.so.1. Libatomic is a shared library that's part of the GNU Atomic Libraries, which provides atomic operations for multi-threaded programs. Everything you cannot be found by installing a package manager. But is there? Oh, NCFTP is done. I forgot where it is. I think it's SDE config packages. Wait, it's right there. Yeah, I got atomic. Anyways, there we go. There we go. Here we go. I have FTP now. Where's this set? Set to install to. User local. Okay. So, I think the next thing is... Okay, I'm gonna boot up the computer, so I need to get out of X. I'm gonna end this stream soon. So I do have a working T2 on my thing. Wait. See, I'm at 1 million IQ. Oh my gosh, segmentation fault. Okay. Gen 2 would probably run better. Now, what? This might seem a little, like, underwhelming. But, like, this is amazing. He made this himself. Renee made this himself. But he's been talking about, Renee's been talking about adding, like, a binary package manager to T2. I totally agree with him. Like, really needs a actual package manager. CVF, I don't have FTP server. Yeah, network. Probably VSFTPD. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, it says 1 minute. Why? Just why? Why does Subversion not work? Why does... Why does Lua Bash not work? Make Misk Luabash. O-C. Okay. No rule to make target top.make. Make Lua and Bash. Okay, I think I know what this is doing. What was just... There isn't build top.make. No targets. What? Not sources. What the heck does this mean? And it failed building. Okay. What does this look like? Disk. Looks the same. Yeah, it's the exact same. And it works on this. So, what? What on earth? Okay, so it's source bash. I will. Lower my file. No such file in the directory. No targets. Sort of being quiet, I'm thinking. Okay. I've had enough of this. Yeah, I've had enough of this. I'm in a stream. Okay. Shit. And good night, people.